Right, so I'm going to be doing a fast, a 72-hour fast. This entails no food for 72 hours in a row. I am allowed to drink water. I've done 48-hour fast before. I've done 24-hour fast before. I've done a lot of intermittent fasting. I'm unsure how this is going to go. I think that this is going to be a very interesting experiment. I am going to record and film my experiences as I go through it, and I hope that I make it through to the other side. I will be throughout this entire process taking my blood pressure, my blood sugar levels. I'm going to be measuring my ketosis level, and of course my weight. The purpose of everything really is I would like to go into deep ketosis. Anyway, with all that said, wish me luck. I didn't have lunch today. I just didn't even have the calls. I just didn't feel hungry at all. Yeah, I've just not been eating. It's weird, very strange. I'm going to try really hard this time and really make a conscious effort to properly start shedding some pounds, because we know the system works. Because I said it's a 3-day fast, but realistically, if I can get to the 3-day point, I might try and push it to 5 days. It's been hard. My sleep has been terrible. I don't want to be the fat guy anymore, man. Trust me, the humility of, like, I remember when I dropped my AirPod on the floor on the train once, and I couldn't reach it because my belly was obstructing, and I just was like, some guy just picked it up and gave me the AirPod because to save me the humility. Wish me luck, man. I'm going to need it. I have fallen off the wagon many a time. Mate, so I'm in my office right now, and I haven't eaten since Monday, 8 o'clock. I'm 4 hours away from completing my 72-hour fast. I went to work today. I went into Westminster. I took the train. I had 2 heavy bags. Fascinating, really interesting, because like I didn't feel tired. I had loads of energy. Been brilliant. It's been brilliant. I've not felt hungry. I have. All right, last night I felt hungry. I was hungry last night, but I didn't eat. I just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to get through this. I did. Interested to see what my keto blood sugar level is right now. 6. As in, you can see the information here. Like, that's how much I weighed today. That's how much I weighed yesterday. That's how much I weighed the day before that, basically. So it's almost like 2 pounds a day. It's just disappearing, which is like... It's a good blood level to... blood sugar level. It's not too bad. 0.9, okay. So at this point, I'd done my 3 days of fasting, and I was expecting a much larger keto value. However, this was much later to come. Day 4, let's see. Oh, what's going on? The app that I'm looking at is called Zero, and it pretty much just... I've been fasting for 91 hours now. I've not eaten for 91 hours. It says I'm in deep ketosis, which I probably am, but there you go. Whew, madness. Interesting, because I'm not hungry at all. And yet I've not eaten in a week. People are saying to me, shouldn't you be feeling tired or exhausted and things? But I don't. I had a great night's sleep last night. Like, I went to bed, closed my eyes, dozed off, woke up at 8 o'clock this morning, felt really good, feel really good. I don't know what to think right now. Is food the villain here? Is food the villain? I'd be curious to see what my blood level is, to be honest. Can we get more than one? Let's have a look. Can we get more than one? Jesus! Right, I've just weighed myself. I'm weighing in at 16 stone, 4 pounds, and absolutely nuts. Sleep. So last night I went to bed 2 o'clock, slept the whole night, didn't wake up once or twice or any time, just literally slept really well. And woke up this morning, felt great. My concern in here is that I'm losing weight extremely fast, and this can't be healthy. However, I am obese, which is also not healthy too. I would like, personally, to go to 7 days fast and experience what that feels like. I've heard about people that have fasted for 7 days and more, and the stuff they say is just incredible. They say, like, they have this clarity they speak about, this just like pure, like, you know, the complete opposite of brain fog, just complete clarity. I've experienced no concentration issue, no energy issue. If anything, I've got more energy, which sounds like I'm just making it up to justify the means, but I'm not. I honestly do have lots of... I don't feel tired. You have to understand, as a sleep apnea patient, I would wake up every morning and you're tired, you wake up, you're essentially like an iPhone that wakes up on 20%, you know, where everyone wakes up at like, you know, I don't know, 90% after a good night's sleep, you know, it's like really ready for the day and stuff, have a shower and ready to take on the world. Whereas I would have woken up at 1 o'clock, woken up at 3 o'clock, woken up at 5 o'clock, woken up every couple of hours because I'm unable to sleep because of my sleep apnea. So with this massive boost of sleep, later that day, I was interested to see if my ketone levels had increased also. Okay, let's do this. Get the pugil sticks. Come on. 1.8. There you go. I'm in Tesco's right now, and just looking at food is making me kind of hungry, but I'm dealing with it. I'm just getting on. I weighed in this morning at 16 stone and 1 pound. How can I put it? Like, I know it might sound like I'm bullshitting, but I actually do have lots of energy. Normally, when I want to go to the gym, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to go, I'm tired, I don't want to go. I'm actually really raring to go to them. I'm really sort of like excited about going. I haven't felt energetic in a long time. I'm obviously suffering from sleep apnea. When you wake up with sleep apnea, you're always tired, you're lethargic. It's just, life is just a shit place, really. Now on day 8, when measuring my ketones, I came in at 3.3, which was slightly worrying as I had gone up quite a lot from day 5, where I had measured in at 1.8. And perhaps the warning signs were here, as I'd lost about 12 pounds, which was the equivalent of a bowling ball. The kind of things I'm experiencing day 10 is like, I've experienced no migraines whatsoever. It's been absolutely fine for me. It's just I get like dead arm, dead. Like right now, it feels like somebody's been like punching my leg. I suspect at this point I was suffering from peripheral neuropathy, which is where your muscles can be weak and you experience numbness across your body. Peripheral neuropathy usually occurs when your blood sugar is abnormally high or low, which was not really the case because, as you'll see when I measure in next, I came in at 3.6, which is absolutely fine. So, your guess is as good as mine at this point. Last couple of days, I was drinking coffee with a bit of cream and like, I think the calories, when you're in no calories at all, the body immediately will go into survival mode, start, you know, burning the fat and doing all that kind of stuff. Whereas when you're on low calories, the science suggests that it's dangerous actually because you'll start burning muscle weight and stuff. And I don't have much of that anyway. I've got plenty of fat here. So yeah, the last 2 days actually, 16 stone, just hovering at 16 stone. So today I didn't drink any cream. I just had straight black coffee, no sweetener, no nothing. And yeah, I'm just going to try and keep my calorific intake low. So the good news is on day 10, I am 15 stone and 12 pounds, which is just, I can't tell you how much that means to me, because I got used to 16 stones. And then when I went to 17, I was like, oh, mate, I'm 17 stones. Oh, God. And that's the thing. It was really depressing. And I was just hovering at 16 stone 10, 16 stone 9, 16 stone 10, 11, 17 stone. And it was really depressing. So 2 years ago, when I was doing my keto diet, 2018, I made it to about 15 stone 4 pounds. And I was unable to break into the 14 stone category, which is a weight that I've just not been at in a very, very long time. I do want to do the 20 days. At the same time, I am concerned about, health issues and doing any permanent damage. Crash dieting is obviously always frowned upon because it's not a permanent thing. But in my situation, considering the fact that also consequently affected the lack of sleep I was getting, I think that there is justification. If anybody, anybody that has experienced, getting 2 hours of sleep every couple of nights, and then in the entire week having a couple of hours of sleep, you tell me if crash dieting isn't the way forward. So anyway, I've done it, and it's brilliant, and my sleep has improved, and I do intend to convert this to, when I come off this water fast, I do intend to, I've already got a lot of, don't get me wrong, I do dream of Pizza Hut, and I do dream of KFC, but it's always the fast foods that you dream of. But first of all, I'm just going to appreciate that food's back in my life, and I'm not going to go nuts. I'm going to just kind of really try and keep this same thing going where I'm still hungry, and hopefully after I've had normal portion size, I won't be hungry. As they say that on day 7, you start experiencing, mental clarity, and just really just, this extended sort of focus, and just, it's not a myth. I am I feel like I'm on modafinil. So last night I went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, quite late. I woke up at 11:30 a.m. I haven't experienced that in such a long time. I don't believe that I've made it to day 10. But the fact that I am now 15 stone and 12 pound, I can't tell you. Let's have a look. Keto levels coming up right now. 3.6. Right, here we go. There you go. I know that 2.5 to sort of around 4.55 is actually fine, so I'm prepared to accept those numbers. I have been now foodless for 11 days, which is pretty nuts. I have to talk about my sleep. Now, I suffer from sleep apnea, as people well know. I never can go into deep sleep because I just get woken up. An average night, I may go to bed at 12. I'll wake up at 2. Then I'll wake up at maybe 4:30, sometimes 6, sometimes 7:30. It depends just how the day goes. I wake up in the morning. I'm absolutely exhausted and tired and unable to really sort of do anything. The other day, I went to the gym and I ran like I used to when I was younger. I really went for a proper run, sweating. I moved on to another machine. I went for it. It was brilliant. I loved it. I absolutely I felt energetic, and I felt like I had to use my energy, and it was just awesome, really awesome. I went to bed at 11 p.m. and I woke up at about 11:30 a.m. in the morning. As in, I didn't wake up once throughout the night, and I feel look, there's a freaking lockdown going on, which means I can't go to the gym, I can't do anything. I might just go for a run around the neighbourhood in a bit, but I feel great. I feel flipping amazing. I'm experiencing fantastic sleep on this waterfall. Like, I gotta just be honest here, alright? I wake up with energy and feeling great and really amazing. And I'm looking at other people thinking, hold on, you wake up like this all the time, and like all you do is just binge on Netflix and just do nothing. And like, I'm not trying to judge or look down on anybody. I guess all I'm saying is that I feel like a new lease of life. I feel like the chains are slowly coming off. I've been living off scraps of energy for the last 7 years. Scraps. Because it's depressing, you know? It's like I have all these ambitions and desires and dreams that I want to do. But just, I'm trapped in my own mind because my body's just... My mind is wanting to do this. Body's not even able to, you know, not even on the scale. It's day 13. I feel good. I feel like I've got energy. I feel fine. I've not eaten for 13 days, and that is... I'm losing weight, and I can feel it, and it's really good, and I'm enjoying it. I'm hungry. I'm fucking hungry as fuck. I'm so hungry. But I've just psychologically told myself that whenever I feel bouts of hunger, just ignore it. Just ignore it, get on with it, just get on with it and deal with it. And I have dealt with it. I've just literally just dealt with it. And that's worked for me. But I can't go back to the old portion sizes, that's all. I'm just gonna, the pizza that I do order will just be a medium, and I'm gonna just be happy with that. I can't go back to old portion sizes. Being around food while on a 13-day fast feels like this. This is what being around food on a 13-day fast feels like. I'm fine, honestly. Ask me if I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. However, whilst this experience has continued, I've spoken to people and said, look, I'm doing a water fast, and I received an array of messages and sort of thoughts and views, and you know, genuinely people are like, oh my god, that's crazy, oh my man, like, you know, you must be really hungry, and like, god, how are you still alive, and the usual sort of you know, bunch of stuff people say, which is absolutely fine. What, you're fasting, water fasting, it's all fucking water weight, mate, it's all fucking water weight, all of it. It is 2 stones. It's highly unlikely that all the 2 stones that I've lost is water weight. Shut up, it don't matter. The minute you start eating again, the next day all of it's coming back on again. I'm telling you, all of it, yeah? It's all coming back on again. You know that, right? No, if I do go back to my old eating habits, I'm sure that I probably will yo up, but that's not the point. I'm hoping not to, and I'm going to try not to. Shut up! It doesn't matter. Why are you fucking dieting anyway? I mean, for fuck's sake. Fat is wicked, mate. You look fucking awesome. Shut up! Stop fucking... You better not fucking diet. Fucking stop, you shit! I'm going to fuck you up, okay? Ooh, there have been some people that have really tried to, like, really stop me, like, using every argument they can, that I just stop what I'm doing right away and just look, just go back to the way you were. You were fine. Look, fat is beautiful, and like, you know, you're healthy. You look fine. Like, your last picture you uploaded on Facebook was lovely. I mean, I'm doing my bloods now. Let's see where my keto levels are at. Struggled to generate blood, and I am today as well. I'm struggling to generate blood today as well. Here we go. Let's see what this magic number says. So this was very much a game over for me because I didn't really want to risk it from here. My ketone levels were very much in the starvational ketosis zone. Now, the question I wanted to know was this actually a bad thing? As it pretty much read like ketosis itself. During this phase, your fatty acids get replaced by glucose, and that becomes the primary source of fuel, i.e. you lose weight. However, that really isn't the case, as starvational ketosis is the early signs of ketoacidosis, where the body pretty much thinks it's starving, starts breaking down fats, proteins too quickly, and then you get real potential complications. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to try and get blood out of my fingers for the second test. This is fucking difficult. Like literally blood from a stone. This is just fucking ridiculous. Like I literally cannot get a single fucking drop of blood. That's got to be enough. What do we have for my 3.6 fixed? My glucose level hasn't changed. However, my keto level is insanely high at 4.8. So I don't know what that means. My gout has actually gone absolutely berserko. And I don't know. It might be time to quit. Right, so I've just done my bloods and I'm coming in 3.6 on the glucose and 4.8 on the keto. And today I suffered a lot of gout. I had some serious gout problems. My advice that I'm being told is that I should stop it. My body's not eating food in over 2 weeks, so it's bound to be high. But yeah, no, I've reached some absolute ridiculous heights here. This has been a really brilliant journey. I will have to end this fast because I think I'm having gout issues and other problems and uric acid build-up. So I'm probably going to just call it a day here. I'm going to have something very small and light. I don't know if you can see I'm cutting up some cucumbers over there, some spring onions, just some spinach and some tomatoes and just, something very light to get me back into sort of eating food again, to get my digestion system working again. It does upset me that I wasn't able to do the 20 days, but I think what I wanted to sort of achieve and learn from this entire experience was about my relationship with hunger and sort of mind over matter. Otherwise, I'm going to cook up some of this delicious stuff here, and people have already noticed I'm still fat, but people have already noticed that I've lost weight. They go, yeah, you lost weight. It's like, which is excellent, you know what I mean? Because fasting is a really healing and anti-aging process. It's brilliant. I've given my insulin uptake system a break, and my digestion system a break. A lot of, vital functions have been on vacation for the last, 17 days or whatever. So I am now going to eat after 17 days.
It's 6:28 p.m.
It's 6:28. Let's just wait another 2 minutes. Here we go. Computer, what's the time?
It's 6:28 p.m.
I don't care. It's like my teeth have not been used in a long time. Wow. I had a good run. I'm not upset. I wanted to go longer. I'm not going to lie. I did want to go longer. I did want to do 20 days, but... So let's summarise. I started on day 1 at 16 stones, 13 pounds. And after 18 days of not eating a single thing, I ended up at 15 stones, 6.6 pounds, losing 22.7 pounds, which is almost a stone and a half. Now, was this healthy? Probably not, but I think it was more educational. As the thing I walk away from this experiment learning, the impulses to have food and the hunger that is generated by those impulses are things that you truly can ignore. 18 days to be specific in this case.